Hey guys, so I really been slacking. So we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl first, and then I'm gonna also give y'all my Grammy recap at the end because I never talked about that. Now I'm not even a football fan, but shout out to the Eagles because all I know is Trump was going for the Chiefs, and I hear the Chiefs are racist. So that's that. And then here are my notes on Kendrick's show. First things first, I will say that I see more and more symbolism coming out as the hours pass, and I'm sure that I won't be able to catch everything or, any other creator. We're all just going to have to put everything we catch together because he does so many different things with his performances, and there's so many different hidden messages and symbolism within. So I said that I gave the Super Bowl halftime show a 7 out of 10. While it may not have been the most entertaining or party like atmosphere that y'all might have wanted for a Super Bowl, I still think it was a great show and a needed show. One thing I felt like I was really missing was some older songs from his catalog. Like, I feel like instead of doing that GNX teaser snippet at the beginning, we could have opened up with an older hit like Poetic Justice, Swimming Pools, B Don't Kill My Vibe, something like that. I also said that the mics were a bit low. I noticed that NFL, it sounds like they edited the sound when they posted it on YouTube, but the live broadcast, he sounded kind of low, and SZA's mic was obviously off. But I think that was for the best because it's not her show, it's Kendrick's show. And let's be real, SZA is not the best vocalist. So I think that she did what she needed to do so that the show would go, well. But she looked beautiful and she performed well. Another thing I noticed, I said I wish he fully rapped without leaving as much open sound or space at times. I felt like he was doing that because he couldn't say the curses, but you could have prepared for that so that, you could have had clean versions where you could have just rapped fully without making pauses. I said I also enjoyed Serena Williams and Samuel L. Jackson's appearances. Obviously, Serena Williams used to mess with Drake, and I guess Drake has disrespected her over the years, so her crip walking was like crip walking on his grave, no shade. But I also heard that Serena crip walked before when she won a medal at Wimbledon, and of course, white America criticized her for that. So it was also like a message in that as well, for him to have her come and do it on America's biggest stage, the Super Bowl. Samuel L. Jackson representing Uncle Sam was great. No shade. He's always playing a house N word. Even in that movie with Jamie Foxx, is that Django? He was playing a house N word. Samuel L. Jackson, you play that role a little too well for me. No shade. But I really liked the commentary that he gave throughout the performance. Telling Kendrick that the songs that he was performing, like Humble, were too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. But then when he went to perform Luther and All the Stars with SZA, he was like, oh yeah, this is what America wants. Like, this is the calm music. This is the pop leaning music. This is the music that doesn't have as much of a deeper meaning. So this is what we need to be pushing. And he was like, yeah, you almost done. Don't mess this up. But then Kendrick was like, no, I'm going to mess it up because I'm going to do me and I'm going to perform Not Like Us. Kendrick kept teasing Not Like Us throughout the performance, but I knew he was going to do it at the end. And even with that, Kendrick had a lot of added commentary, such as saying, oh, I want to perform their favorite song, but people trying to sue. 40 acres and a mule. This is bigger than the music. It's a cultural divide. I'm going to get it on the floor. Like, he was really talking his shit. Now, I said, although Wayne would have been a great choice specifically for this type of party atmosphere, with where we are today, I think that Kendrick including a political statement in this performance, especially with Trump being in the crowd, was a good thing. Because let's be real, if Wayne would have went up there, yeah, we would have had a good time. We would have listened to Lollipop and A Million, all of our favorite songs, and it would have been a great time. But Trump being in that audience, that would have just been what Trump wanted. Trump likes Wayne and Wayne likes Trump. No shade. And Wayne is my favorite rapper, but that's one of the things that he's done that I just can't get behind. So I feel like it was a good slap in the face for Trump, for Kendrick to be the person there rather than Wayne. And I also said I feel like a lot of us like to use stuff like this for escapism. And Kendrick made it where, like, no, this is a performance, but it's not going to be something where y'all could just escape the real world and not think about what's really going on. It's going to be an art piece where you are watching this performance, but you're still thinking about the real world and what's going on. It's not the time to have escapism. We need to actually act and be aware of what's going on in our country because it's getting too crazy to keep, just soothing stuff with escapism. We can't keep doing that anymore. Now, I said Kendrick's full message is very deep and there's a lot of symbolism and even stuff that I didn't catch. But I will say that I feel like overall he was saying America is a game right now. We saw the little PlayStation shapes, on the stage, the square, the triangle, the circle, and the X. We saw all the male black dancers lined up and shaped and colored like the American flag. When he did Men in the Garden and he was performing with his homies and it looked like they was just chilling on the block. And then Samuel L. Jackson came out and was like, oh, you got your homeboys with you, the cultural cheat code, scorekeeper, deduct one life, which was basically saying to me, like, whenever black people are just doing normal stuff, like having cookouts and barbecues, people will call the cops on them and it could end up with somebody's life getting deducted over something so small. And obviously, the way he's saying scorekeeper, one life deducted, is looking at life in America as a game. There was also a point in the performance where all of the dancers were laid out on the ground, but you still had the people who were dressed in all white in the inner circle dancing around, which was basically saying that only the inner circle or the white people or the 1% would survive. There was also one of Kendrick's background dancers who was there holding up a Sudan flag and a Pala flag. I don't know if I could even say that on TikTok, but y'all know what country starts with Pala. They did not show it on TV, and the dancer was attacked by security and dragged off the stage. But shout out to Kendrick and the dancer for taking that risk and still trying to include it in the performance. But I did feel like the whole gameplay thing was a double entendre. I felt like he was saying America is like a game and a circus and a joke right now, but also saying that he's controlling the game, like the rap game and this beef with him and Drake. Because at the beginning of the performance, it said start here. And then in the middle, it said warning, wrong way. Like Drake, you barking up the wrong tree. And then at the end, it said game over. Like I killed you and it's over. You're defeated. Additionally, once again, the crowd shouts A minor while Kendrick is wearing an A minor chain. So this is the second time this week on two of the biggest stages in US pop culture that Kendrick has had the 1%, the celebrities, the peers of Drake and him screaming A minor at these events, the Grammys and the Super Bowl. I think it's over for Drake. I'm not going to lie. Like Kendrick said at the end of the performance, game over. I don't really know if he could revive himself in the US fully the way he was before. I'm not saying he's going to completely disappear, but I don't know if Drake will ever be the same after this. He even says, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young, looking right at the camera on the Super Bowl. Like, and then for those who don't know, I'll just run through the set list real quick. The first song was GNX Teaser Snippet. Song 2 was Squabble Up. Song 3 was Humble. Song 4 was DNA. Song 5 was Euphoria. Song 6 was Man at the Garden. Song 7 was Peekaboo. Song 8 and 9 were Luther and All the Stars with SZA. Song 10 was Not Like Us. And song 11 was TV Off with Mustard. Now, like I said, I would have liked one song to be added at the beginning and one song to be added at the end. That's the only thing I would have changed. Instead of the GNX teaser, I think we should have got one of the older songs, like I said at the beginning of this review. But also at the end, I feel like a perfect ender if we weren't going to end with Not Like Us. Or even if it was at the beginning or the middle, because I know he probably definitely wanted to end with Not Like Us and then obviously turn the TV off. But somewhere in there, I really think we should have got Freedom. Beyonce is obviously tied to Jay-Z, who is tied to this performance and nominated Kendrick to do the performance. So I don't feel like getting Beyonce would have been that hard. And I feel like with Trump being in the audience, with it being Black History Month, and with Freedom being one of the songs that was a part of Kamala's race, I would have loved for Kendrick and Beyonce to perform Freedom, and then maybe even a little bit of America Has a Problem. That would have chewed, like that would have killed the show. But overall, I think he did a good job. I think it was a great show with a lot of symbolism. It might not have been the most happy-go-lucky show for y'all, but it had a message in it. And I just think y'all got to stop comparing him to Wayne. I love Wayne, but they in two different categories. They in two different generations. It's just not even the same conversation to be had. The person he's getting compared to is Drake, not Lil Wayne. And he ate Drake up. So can't be mad at him getting the show. Can't say he don't deserve it. He put out a great album. He put out a great song. He's had a great year, and he did a great performance. Shout out to Kendrick and SZA. I enjoyed the Super Bowl performance. 7 out of 10. Okay, and now let's talk about the Grammys. Yes, a whole week later because I was never planning on watching or reviewing it. But surprisingly, they actually did a good job this year, so I decided to just include the recap in this Super Bowl video. So Beyonce won Album of the Year and Best Country Album. I think it was well deserved, and I feel like she showed them white people, you can't kick me out of your genre. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I also love how her and Miley won Best Country Duo. You know, that was a full circle moment for me. I grew up loving Beyonce, of course, and I also grew up loving Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus, of course. So seeing the two of them win a Grammy together, it just healed me, you know. Ray also ate her performance up. I really like her. She's growing on me. You know, I see and hear the Amy Winehouse comparisons, and I do get that from her, but I also think she has her own talent, and she's a very strong vocalist, in my opinion. So I like her. Doechii performed. The performance was great. I love Denial as a River. Of course, y'all know that's my favorite song from that project. And I also love how she won Best Rap Album for Alligator Bites Never Heal. Cardi presented it. That was a full circle moment. Cardi won that award back in 2018, 2019. And Doechii, Cardi, and Lauryn Hill are the only females to have ever won that award. Sabrina, I did like her carpet look. I love how the bottom of her dress made the heart shape, which is kind of like her theme right now with the whole short and sweet era. I felt like she had a really good performance, and she had a lot of different looks in the performance and just throughout the night, as you could see. She just definitely gives me so old Hollywood, like Marilyn Monroe. She's just, I like her. I really like Sabrina Carpenter. And she's part of the reason that I feel like pop is having this like resurgence right now. But she won Best Pop Vocal Album and Best Pop Solo Performance for Short and Sweet and Espresso. SZA also won an award like Best R&B Song for Saturn. And she also presented an award, as you can see. Now, you see Taylor Swift and SZA, so let's just transition into talking about Taylor Swift and all of her drunk antics for the night. Because Taylor didn't even perform or win any awards. She did present an award to Beyonce. But they just kept that camera on Taylor all night, and all she was doing was drinking, having a ball, child. So these were some of my favorite moments from her. Her giving Beyonce the Grammy for Best Country Album, I believe. Her dancing and raising a glass when Kendrick was winning all of his awards for Not Like Us. Her walking around with this champagne bottle and glass in her hand all night, tipsy as hell. Her embracing the newer and younger pop girlies like Sabrina Carpenter. And her and Jay-Z cheersing and saying, you know, it's been a long time coming when Beyonce finally got her Album of the Year award. I did feel like overall I saw that Taylor is a girl's girl and she definitely supports other artists from what I see. So I do feel like I got to get off her back a little bit. I still might not like her music. I don't feel like she's the most talented person. I feel like she's overhyped, but I think she's a nice person. So I'm gonna give her a break because I be on Taylor ass. As we all know, Kendrick swept the awards 5 for 5. Obviously, this has a lot of significance because I don't know if a diss track has ever won a Grammy, but I know a diss track has never swept the Grammys like this and got 5 for 5. Song of the year, record of the year, never. The crowd reaction while they said A minor, and the Grammy camera being messy and making sure to pan the camera to Beyonce and Taylor Swift, two of the biggest pop stars and celebrities we have right now, you know, enjoying the song and dancing to the song while Kendrick is going up there to get his award. Just knocking Drake down, kicking him while he's down, child. And then on top of that, y'all know Kendrick is very strategic and calculated. A formal Canadian tuxedo is a denim outfit that combines a denim jacket with jeans and sometimes other denim items. As you can see, he has on a denim hat, jacket, and jeans. Canadian tuxedo. Drake is Canadian. Chappell Roan, I don't know much about her, but I was able to get to know her a little bit from this show. I felt like she did a good performance. Her song was catchy, but I really mostly enjoyed her speech and how she was willing to step up and say, like, I feel like labels need to take better care of their artists, make sure that we have a livable wage, make sure we have health care. She was signed to Atlantic Records when she was very young and she got dropped. So she has a lot of firsthand experience with that. And she felt like when she got dropped by Atlantic, they kind of just threw her to the wolves. She wasn't able to get a job. She didn't have any job experience. She didn't have any health care during COVID, so on and so forth. So I felt like that was very brave of her, and I did like that. And there were a few other people throughout the night that had some really good speeches. I know Lady Gaga spoke on trans rights. Alicia Keys spoke on DEI. Shakira spoke on immigration. So I like that they all, you know, talked about the real stuff that's going on in their speeches as well. The Quincy Jones tribute was a mess, specifically Janelle Monáe's Michael Jackson impersonation. I don't feel like Stevie Wonder was terrible, but he didn't really stand out to me. Like, I'm not going to say he was great, but he was Stevie Wonder, you know? But these were three better choices that would have ate up the Michael Jackson tribute. If they wanted it to be a woman, Ciara and Janet Jackson would have did a much better job. Even Tiana Taylor would have did a better job. But the obvious best choice was Chris Brown. He's the best person that we know who's alive that could do the Michael Jackson impersonation with the dancing and everything. Janelle was giving me drunk auntie vibes, looking a mess. Chris Brown won Best R&B Album this year for 11:11, but he wasn't present at the show. He still can't perform because of Rihanna, but y'all giving away a Dr. Dre award. Now, shout out to Alicia for winning the Dr. Dre award. I think she deserves like her own Lifetime Achievement Award. And this award is basically for Black music creators whose dedication to the art form has greatly influenced the industry, which I think Alicia Keys deserves. But Dr. Dre is a known abuser as well. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So why do we have Dr. Dre at the Super Bowl in 2022 headlining and having a Grammy Award named after him for global impact, but Chris Brown can't attend the Grammys or perform and do a Michael Jackson tribute that y'all know he's the best person to do it? Because of Rihanna? Rihanna don't even come to y'all show no more. Rihanna don't even make music, and Rihanna already forgave that man. Next time y'all do a Michael Jackson tribute, put Chris Brown on the stage or keep it. Gaga and Bruno, they're the cutest. I love the friendship that they formed. Two pop icons that I grew up on, but, you know, I didn't really expect for them to mesh musically the way that they do, and I really enjoyed them together. Gaga's carpet look was Gaga. You know, nothing that I didn't expect from her. And as far as her new song and video, Abracadabra, it made me feel like, damn, is Gaga about to make, like, her big pop comeback? Because I know she's been doing other stuff. These last couple years, she's been acting. She's been dabbling into, like, jazz and working with Tony Bennett before he passed away and stuff. But this song was really giving me Bad Romance, Alejandro, the Fame era, like the video and everything too. So is she back? And then The Weeknd ended his boycott with the Grammys and performed after the committee made changes. Now 40% of the 13,000 members who vote for the Grammys are people of color. And they kept making sure to tell us that there's 13,000 committee members who vote. And I did hear some rumors that The Weeknd joined the committee, but I just want to say that that's not true. But he did force them or, trigger them to make the changes that they made. And if you want the full explanation on that, you could just pause to read this that's on the screen. And then the last thing I'm going to do is go over the fashions. Taylor Swift, I felt like she looked cute. I know she loves red. It was pretty basic, but it was cute. Charlie XCX, I like this outfit. I think that she should have had a different color shoes, but it was cute. Chapel Roan, this is the type of stuff I always see her in, so I'm not surprised. That's just her style and her look. It's not for me, but it works for her. Miley Cyrus, I did not love this carpet look. I actually like the look that she had on the stage better than this look. So yeah, I like this look over this look. My rap girlies did not come to play. I felt like they all looked good. Cardi looks good. Doechii looks good. Glorilla looks good. JT looks good. Now, Lotto, I felt like this was a little basic. She's basically wearing all white. I feel like she's always wearing a fur coat of some sorts. So it's definitely something I feel like I've seen Lotto in before, and it was pretty basic. But she still looked cute. Like, I'm not going to say she looked bad. Doechii always also has the same kind of style. I know she works with the same designer right now, Tom Brown or somebody. So she kind of always looks the same to me too. But again, it works for her. It's her style. It's her look. And at least it's not basic like this Lotto or white outfit. Glorilla is stepping more and more into her femininity every day. I love that for her. Cardi always eats with the fashion. I do wish she had a different outfit on the carpet and when she presented, because I just feel like she could have gave us 2 fashion moments. I mean, you're not giving us any music, so give us something. Now, JT, I like this outfit. I like how the top was silver and the bottom was white. I know she likes to do like a little bit of out there fashion. I felt like this was in the middle. Like, it wasn't too safe or too boring, but it wasn't too out there, too little Uzi. Like, it was perfect to me. Also, the rapper Lady London was there. I felt like her outfit was kind of basic with the all black, but she looked good. And then now we're going to get into some R&B girls. Alicia Keys, I felt like this was an outfit that she would wear. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I don't really love the big earrings, but I do like the thing she has around her waist so that it's not just a plain black dress. But I don't hate it. Victoria Monet and Coco Jones, I really did not like their dresses. I felt like I've seen them both in much better outfits. These both just gave me dresses that have a bunch of cutouts in them and fit their bodies well. But solid dresses, just boring to me for both of them. Thames, no shade. She looked like somebody old African auntie. Like, she looked like Wendy Mom from Real Housewives of Potomac. And Money Long, I liked her outfit. And I do want to give her a shout out. I don't know if her Grammy performance was a part of the show or if it was televised or if it was just a part of the premiere party, but it's online and it definitely was from this year. She did perform Made for Me, and I felt like she was really struggling. And then in the comments, they were saying how she has lupus and stuff and she's fighting through that. So I just want to send my prayers to her, and, hope that her health gets better. And I'm glad that she still went out there and gave a performance despite her going through that. It shows a lot of strength. Paris Hilton looked cute. I feel like the gloves was a bit unnecessary, but besides that, I liked it. Heidi Klum looked cute. I don't know about the little shawl hanging over her arms, but the dress is cute, just like Paris' dress is cute to me. Chrissy Teigen looks a mess. Like, Chrissy Teigen really looks a mess. And John Legend actually didn't even look bad. So it's like, why would you let her go out the house like that? Shakira looked good. Shakira always looks good. Like, that woman being 50 years old will always send me. She looks amazing. Now, Kanye and his whole circus was a mess. So this is Julia Fox, Kanye's ex from before Bianca. She looks a mess, obviously. What are these yellow rubber ducky gloves about? And then we already know Kanye and his wife Bianca came, and Bianca had on this fur coat, and then when she took it off and turned around, she was completely nude. Needed to be arrested for indecent exposure, both of them. Now, they all look a mess. Will Smith was doing the Quincy Jones tribute. This is his Michael Jackson outfit or something. No, pack it up. Jaden with this house on his head talking about he living in his own head, trying to give us a message. You look a mess. Willow, you out here with no clothes on. Why? Like, she don't even look bad, but it's just like, why are you so unclothed? Like, why is this so revealing right now? I don't understand. And then Keith and his wife with the matching muumuus. Please. I rated a 1 out of 10. And then my last fashion girlies, Kaylani. I felt like this was cute. It was obviously pretty basic, but she did look good. Rhapsody, I almost said Tim's. Her and Tim's kind of be looking alike to me sometimes, but Rhapsody, I did not like this. I like that you have Grace Jones on the dress, and I guess that's trying to send some type of message. She's an icon to you or whatever, but I don't like the dress itself, and I don't like the hat. Jordan Pauline, for those who don't know, that's that girl who had that viral TikTok song, Focus on this pussy concentration. It look even better when I'm naked. Go. So that's her. She looked cute to me. I felt like this was something that Sweetie would wear. I don't know why. It just gave me a Sweetie look. But she was cute. Basic, but cute. Now, Kali Uchis, I like the dress. I didn't like the top. Like, I don't like how she has that little piece of hair over her forehead. Like, it's too much going on up here for me. But the dress itself, I like. And then lastly, one of my favorite looks of the night, Shensia. She looked amazing to me. I love this green. I love how the outfit had like different textures in it. She ate to me. She was definitely one of my faves of the night. Okay, guys, so that is my Super Bowl 2025 and Grammys 2025 review slash recap. If you're watching this on TikTok, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. And if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you follow my TikTok. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.